Joining us is Mrs. Yolanda Bowman, a retired major in the Army,
Yes.
and now you are an ROTC instructor.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us. Tell us a little bit about your background, how you got started, and you said you were in the military for how many years?
I was in the military for 18 years. Retired as a major. Got started in college, attended Tuskegee University, and I was in the ROTC program, was commissioned there, and then continued on until I retired.
So ROTC made a big difference in your life.
It did. It did.
How so?
It just gave me confidence and the will and the drive to, pursue things that I had never thought of before.
Like?
Gave me avenues. I just never thought about the military. Initially, I was just going to be a teacher, but it gave me another direction. Gave me the ability to stand up and, fight for things that I believed in, and continue on.
What were some of the challenges that you faced? You're a woman of color, and you're in the military.
Right. Well, initially, that was a big thing. Coming in as a young 22-year-old, probably looking like I was 15 years old, into an establishment of older men who really didn't appreciate a young person of color probably coming in, taking control, taking on. And I had to be strong, had to be focused, and believe in that I could do the job. And because I believed I could do it, I just always never gave up on it.
What was your job?
I was a medical administrator in the military, so worked with controlling patient control, stuff like that.
All right. What were some specific challenges that you faced? I know you had to deal with a white male population, and as an African American female. But what were some of the things that we probably don't hear about?
Physical challenges, just having the physical ability to be strong enough to do what it is that you need to do, and getting the people that work for you to believe in what you had to prove yourself all the time, every day. And it was important to me that I demonstrated, excellence at a high level. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be believable.
What was it like to be under the microscope and to be watched so closely?
Because it was a day-to-day thing, you didn't think about that. You just went in and did your job. And you do your job to the best of your ability every day, and you're going to succeed. Otherwise, you can't look over your shoulder constantly. Just go in and be forceful and do what you need to do.
How did the military develop your character?
Well, you have to be a basically good person anyway, all right, when you step in. So that's not something that you're thinking about. How you carry yourself, that you have to, that other people are looking at what you do, so you have to set a good example, be a good role model, a good mentor, and so you just do it. You are who you are.
Let's talk about the mentorship piece. Who mentored you?
Actually, when I first came in, actually prior to being commissioned, of course my ROTC instructors were my first good teachers. And they wanted us to be the best. And they told us how it was going to be so that we wouldn't be intimidated when we got there, when we walked through the door. So we knew what to expect in a little bit. And then once I was in, then there were just people that were willing to help you along the way, take you under their wings. Not always someone higher than you, a lot of times someone beneath you who wanted you to succeed because they saw themselves also in that role. And they thought if you achieved, if you could do it, then they too could do it.
What do you tell young people now in terms of finding a good mentor?
You know, there's always somebody that you want to be like for whatever the reason, all right? Whether it's your mother, whether it's your father, whether it's a teacher, the preacher, but there's going to be someone, a neighbor, that you like what they do. And you want to be like them, act like them, walk like them, talk like them. And then put that on and wear it strong. If that's what you want, believe in it, be focused, and be determined that you can do it.
Now, you've retired from the military, but now you are an ROTC instructor.
Right.
Why did you go back to that?
Because I too want to give back. I want to give them what someone gave to me. And teaching these young high school students, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but it's something that you want because it's a seed that you can plant. The seed that you plant is not always seen in your course of time with them, but it does get planted and it does grow, and then they want to come back and tell you how they how something that you did or something that you said made them successful in their life. And that's the strength that you need, you know, the little energy that you need to keep you running the distance with these kids.
I think we're going to see a lot of that here within Compto. We have our emerging leaders, we have our interns, and they're getting an opportunity to find out more and to be more involved in the transportation industry. From your perspective, do you see Compto as a much needed organization that supplies and helps to further the hopes and dreams of our young professionals?
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I think Compto is a much needed organization. Gives these young people of color an opportunity to seek things that they've never, go places that they've never gone before. Be the leaders that we need in this organization and in the transportation community.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.